This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
All right. Let's get it. Welcome. What's the deal? How's everybody doing? So, looking kind of interesting. What's up, Jay? Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
I'm surviving.
Legit? Well, not.
Yeah, we made it through another night.
Thank you for being here. Sorry?
We made it through another night. Yeah.
Exactly.
God damn it! I gotta have to keep making them one more night. Just one more night. They're looking good here. Let's get into a quick breakdown before the new hour begins. We got 2 minutes. So the daily closed bearish. We're expecting a top wick and to fill the wick, and we've already done that, right? So we've already filled the wick. The daily has fulfilled its purpose. We go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour closed massively bullish. The hourly range. We closed bullish range, so no, not a pullback really, except for now, right? We just started having that pullback on the higher time frame. We got a nice level here to the left, right? We go off this range that we've previously had there. We can actually go down to the 15 and you see how it matches up right here. This is our resistance right here. The 4 hours got a bottom wick now though, right? The previous 4 hours bullish, we start flipping. The 4 hour level is up here. So I wouldn't mind getting up there. I actually would love to get up there, but it's really all about how do we get up there. Right now, we're stuck in this shit show of a range. And what we really want to see, if we're going to look for buys, is a closure back into that range before this new hourly opens. Right, until then, it looks like we're closing below the most recent. Below. Yo. Stop calling me. God damn it. Anyway.
Get your affairs in order.
It's what do you call them? Potential spam. Potential spam. If they know that their shit says potential spam, they got to change their name for the caller ID. I would just name my company definitely not spam and spam the shit out of people. 3, 2, 1. So the hourly doesn't close back in range, right? Closed below. The 30 closed below here, did not close back in range, but none of them drove. It's really indecisive. It did close below, but there's levels here to the left that we can hold. I wouldn't mind actually, you know, coming down, filling some of this wick. And maybe that'll start us off on a daily. Did we ever break the previous daily high? No, we have not, but there's some room to go. All right, let's see. You can say it did hold the level that runs across here to the left. Right, there's so much chop to the left that sells become a little tough. But with the 4 hour being bullish, if we start breaking highs here, the buys seem to be a bit simpler. Couldn't hear me? No, you should be able to hear me now. Hold on, annotations. Where's my annotations? Okay, we're coming down here. There's a high likelihood. See these areas? And still close bullish. All right, if we're able to do this, I'm gonna look for buys here on the next candle, 9:15, 9:30, depending on which candle does this. If it's a 30 candle, if it's a 15 candle, but I will look for these buys. Sorry, on the break of that high. Let's see if we get this bottom wick and close back up in range. Getting no ice cream for breakfast today. Not that I don't have ice cream, it's just there's so much of it that I gotta try all of it. I can't get started right now. It's too early in the day to start that. Gotta wait till my kids are home, because that way I could take a bite and be like, here, this for you. Take a bite, here, that's for you. And try all the ice cream. I used to hate that as a kid. I had a grandma, I lived with my grandma, and she would try everything before she give it to you. She'd make you a plate, she'd try it. She'd make you soup and she'd try it. She'd make you mashed potatoes, she'd try it. And whatever it be, like she'd make you a sandwich, she'd try it. You never get something like a fresh plate. You getting something that she's always tried.
No, grandma can't take a bite of the sandwich.
Nah, because she'd be making all of this. And she don't even want to eat it. She just like, oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah, you're gonna like that. I'd be like, yo, you know, only president. Yeah, only kings used to live like that, where they had the dude testing it, make sure it's not fucking poison. Hey, grandma, I'm not a king. And I hate leftovers. Give me my shit. You gonna miss me when I'm gone. Anybody have grandmas that do that too? You gonna miss me when I'm gone. I miss the hell out of her. I miss her so much. All right, so we're tapping into that area I just spoke about that runs across here, right? Let's see if we get that bottom wick tap and come right back up close above. If we can do that, that would be interesting. If not, if we just continue down here, it's just a break and retest type of thing, right? Try to break into here, retest this area, right? We'll break in there, retest this area, and then come down from here. You know there's news in an hour? Yeah. Right there. You see I have it open. Bada bing, bada boom. Bolts! About to jolt the shit out the market, I hope. Because that the range for London, the range for New York, and the range for Asian, terrible. Yo, what does it mean when your nose is just like when your ears are burning? It means somebody talking about you, right? My nose itchy. Good midday, everyone. So is it a good day or a midday? It's like the top of the middays. It means you're going to get money? Is that what it means? A guy yesterday asked how long it takes for an average person to become profitable trader. The answer is an average person will not be profitable. Facts. Shit, an average trader doesn't become a trader. An average trader doesn't become a profitable trader. We get an average person. We haven't seen price action this bad since oil went below zero. This is terrible. Oh, where you going, Jonathan? You can't get up mid-show. Be like the comedian, you know? When you got the front row at a comedy show, you know you can't get up and walk away to the bathroom. Your ass is getting heckled. You are getting made fun of regardless. If you're in the front row and you get up to go to the bathroom during the routine, damn, during the act.
Gotta put a hoodie on. It's chilly over here.
Yeah. Hoodie. Motherfucker, you had to go to the bathroom. You know you had to take a shit. You can tell everybody here. We're all family.
In 5 seconds? Dang, you shit pretty quick.
You remember the jackass? I think we went over this before. He was like, I bet you can't take a shit while running at full speed. He was like, bet. He puts on a fucking jock strap and goes runs full speed.
That one guy,
That's the fastest shit I've ever taken.
Isn't he the host of Fear Factor now?
Oh, Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good area for him to go into. Pretty crazy.
Fear Factor. Joe Rogan was on Fear Factor. Remember that? He used to host that shit. In a day, back in the 1900s, when Joe Rogan had hair, he used to host Fear Factor.
Oh wow, that was him, huh?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I can picture when I'm thinking that somebody bald headed, but yeah. Oh.
Look it up. He was Rogan. Looked like he needed some Rogaine. Yeah. You need to be dumb enough to trade, smart enough not to screw it up. Need to be humbled enough. Pretty cold here in Vermont. Damn, Tom. I'm down to go to Vermont. You know where I want to go? I want to go to Killington. Maybe even Jace Peak. I'll go to Jace Peak. I'm okay with that. I don't need Killington. Fear Factor's still on? Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, Vermont sounds great right now. Like, Vermont sounds amazing if you want to, like, you're in the witness protection program. Sounds great. Vermont and Montana. Because who the fuck is in Montana? There's like 8 people and like 14 cows in Montana. Wait, how you know that? Which part? How I know which part? Witness protection? I don't know nothing about that. People register their business in Montana? Yeah, there's a bunch of oh shit, it started pouring. Man, I love it. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of people in Florida that got supercars and they're all registered in Montana. There's a lot of Montana plates here. That drop though, oh yeah. We're just dropping this like, you know, let this move, right? Usually when you're range heavy, you drive heavy out of the range, right? So we're driving heavy out the range. Now we just need some structure. It's 2.5% away from being 100K funded and blew everything. How about this? I'll save you some time. Top on futures. Use code WIX and get an instant funded. You can go buy the funded for the same price that you would have had your challenge account. Right? So you follow or watch Whistling Diesel. Remind me. I think I do. I don't remember. Remind me who Whistling Diesel is. I don't remember. I think I do because that sounds so familiar. It sounds like it was in my whatchamacallit. I think I scrolled through that.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber that does a bunch of, I guess, like diesel trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I watch.
A bunch of stuff, supercars and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's a few people that have like similar names. Been in Montana twice, stayed in Atlanta, the capital. Never been to Montana. Goes pouring like Florida rain. How do you know what the Florida rain be like right now? Look at this shit. It's really pouring outside. Wix, give us your favorite book that changed your perspective drastically. My favorite book, Life. And I don't mean that like in a corny Instagram guru kind of way, right? Like I never sat down to read a book that changed my perspective, right? I've lived through chapters that did, right? Pain wrote a chapter, Loss wrote a chapter, Trading wrote an entire fucking trilogy by itself. And you know, every failure I took personally, that was the plot twist. So if I had to name a book that changed my perspective drastically, it wasn't written by an author. It was written by experience. Okay? Some people learn from pages. I learned from consequences. So, you know, let me tell you something. Those lessons, the lessons you learn from experience and the consequences of those experiences, those lessons stay highlighted forever. You guys highlight, you know, lines in a book, pages in a book. That's what my highlights are. Zumdor, gotcha. Oh wait, you disappeared. Oh no, you were let in. You the big brother, father we never had. Respect you. Yeah, man. I got a big brother. I got a father. I don't have any younger siblings, and I've always asked my mom to get me a younger sibling, whether to go, you know, go birth one or adopt one. I always wanted a younger sibling because I always felt like I could take care of them. I always felt like my brother wasn't the ideal big brother that I wanted, and I always wanted to be that big brother that I wanted. But here's the deal: my brother's very my older brother, he's deaf, right? So he was always in his own head because he's deaf, right? And he wasn't a loner. He had a lot of friends, but he was more of an introvert than me. And he wasn't much of a like, hey bro, let's go do this, let's go do that. Nah, he would like go grab War and Peace, lock himself up in a room and just go read for like 3 days. And I was like, damn, like I wish I had an older brother like me. And like I love him to death. Like right now, like you know, he's cool as shit, raising a great family, but like he wasn't the older brother that like wish I had, that I could have like just been friends with. We were never friends. We were always brothers, but we were never friends. He's always just asked my mom, like, yo, give me a sister, give me a younger brother, you know. Do you know sign language? No, I read lips. The only way to talk to my brother, well, he would read your lips, right? He would read my lips. He had surgery, and he went through a lifetime of hearing aids. He has, you know what he has right now? He has the cochlear implants now. You know what I'm talking about? The little thing on top of your head. It's where they screw it into your skull. But I guess it reflects here, right? Like I didn't really get younger siblings, but I got young, you know, I got daughters, and I got you guys. I got students. And I guess if I didn't get to, you know, be the guide I wanted to be to a younger sibling, I guess, like, you know, when I was younger, I guess now that I'm older, I get to be a guide to a generation of people. Yo, give it up for the potheads one more time here at 4,200. 420. All right, just give it up for the potheads here one more time. Holding that price. Look at this. They're just... Look at this. They are not letting this shit come down. They're like, 420. Hit him with the buys. You know, price stop coming down. They're at like 420.01. The potheads are like, bring it on. Shit. Bring it on. I'm just gonna sprinkle weed on us. Like, man, that's the hard. I'm the oldest of my siblings. It wasn't easy as well. I mean, it's not that it wasn't easy. It's just, you know, sometimes you be seeing those movie type brothers, you know, brother relationships, and I didn't have that because that's what I wanted, I guess. I wanted a brother I could go rob a bank with. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. That's, you know, because now I'm robbing banks legally. Or there's a nice FVG there. Okay. I'm gonna full port at 420. Funny thing is, when you full port, that's when the potheads are like outside in the back taking a break. Nah, I never wanted to rob a bank with my brother. I never wanted to rob a bank with my brother either, but I did want a brother who I'd be able to rob a bank with. Not that we would do it, but that's the brother I wanted. FPG hopefully holds up at the level, and sorry, ma. Should've gave me a younger sibling. Should've never stopped. I don't know if you remember last week, tapped the same thing. Trust me, there's a lot of things I don't remember, but prices on gold is something that fucking is ingrained in my head. I won't remember what the fuck we spoke about an hour and a half ago, but like this shit right here. Yeah, I remember. You feel sorry for something, or like you feel there's something you could have done, but there's many things I could have done better. I don't have any regrets though, because I realize that everything that I did, you know, good or bad, all the dirt I've done and all the good I've done has led me to here. And I'm beyond grateful for that. So I don't regret anything. I think that's how this version of me needed to be lived. Oh shoot, I gotta like the stream. Yes, please drop a like and sub to the channel. We're 27.9. We're like 50 subs away from 28K. I know Asian session will get us there tonight if you guys don't. But man, I'd want to give New York, because Asian session's gotten us from 27 to 27.9. But man, if you guys get me to 28, I could just say, hey, it was the New York session that brought us to 28. No matter the ride, no matter how bumpy it was, the New York session got us to 28K, right? Don't we want that? Don't we want the title of the 28K getters in New York session? We don't want to give that to the Asian gang. Let's go. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Help me grow this community. Please, I need your help to grow it. I show up, I provide dubs. Please show up, provide subs. Dubs for subs. Yeah, we run a dubs for subs program here. It's the weekday program. Do you believe in God? That's the thing. Everyone's got a different definition for God, right? Different version of God, right? So, and like which God? I do. If like in the general sense of like a very easy answer, I did not until I went through what I went through this year, and nothing helped but prayer. What kind of prayer? Daily conversations between me and God. Right? I used to say that, yeah, I believe in a higher power. There's something there. But like, let's, for the sake and simplicity of conversation, right? We just, because that's so general, right? God, like, that encompasses a lot of things. yeah, I just, I went through some really bad physical pain earlier in the year. And I'm telling you, I did not believe in God until I started praying and my pain went away. And it's not like, oh, I started praying. No, I've tried everything and nothing worked until one morning I got up and I was in so much pain. I started crying and I couldn't get up. And I just fell right by my bed and I started crying and just praying. Not asking for anything, right? I was like, yeah, like, please let this go away. But I started praying and being grateful for the experience. And I don't know what it is, but my pain went away. My pain is gone. Science, God, my own efforts, physical therapy, gym. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just needed to keep doing all of that long enough for it to work. Or maybe it was the power of prayer, but nothing worked until I started praying. Matthew McConaughey says something. So those who've been at their lowest have met God. There's something powerful in that. When everything falls away, you find clarity, faith. Praying has never failed for me. I've never tried. I've never believed in God until a few months ago. Like literally a few months ago. Never. But man, there's nothing you can tell me now because the shit, like, I get emotional. This shit brings tears to my eyes because I went through a lot of pain. And nothing else. So, you know, if you're telling me this shit don't if you're telling me it don't exist, then why I feel this way? How can I cry? No, speaking what I'm speaking and standing behind it 100%. Why am I feeling this way then? You know what I mean? Nah. You can't tell me, like, there's nothing you can tell me. I've lived it. I've lived through it, and like, I'm not gonna walk around and be like, no, he exists because he healed me. I'm not gonna try to convince you. I'm telling you, for me, I'm convinced enough. I'm convinced enough through my own experiences. And man, do I wish you find some clarity. Hopefully not through the same road that got me there, but I think maybe that's what I needed in my life to find that clarity. I don't think there's any other way I would have been like, no, now I believe. There's no other way. There's no way. I think I needed to go through that. There's nothing else that would have brought me here. If I didn't experience that pain, I never get here. I never get to this mental state. I never get to this opinion. I needed to be at like lowest of the lows. Because he knew I wasn't going there until I went through it. Right? I think if I was easier to convince, I don't think the struggle would have been that bad. I don't think the road would have been that difficult. I think it was because of my convictions and the difficulty of changing my own perspective, my mind, my opinion, my view, my outlook, right? I think it was the difficulty in that, right? That put me through pain, put me through a lot of. I haven't been here in a long time. Walk in the stream and hear you say that. I'm glad you find him in your heart. Yes, me too. Sucks people believe in God through religion. Religion is all man. I didn't get there through anything except personal experience, and that's what's been guiding me throughout life. Whether it's I tell you guys this all the time. This is knowledge guided by experience. It's not knowledge guided by a book, right? It's not, So my opinions of life are not guided by a book or a religion or a crowd of people that are gathering at one place. It's really guided by my own personal experiences that have led me to that have built me and led me to a certain perspective on life. And it's not ingrained in stone. The life teaches you lessons you'll never know existed. You didn't even know things should be taught. Like that's a thing you'll learn. You never even understood that there's a perspective that exists like that. But life will be full of learning opportunity. Life will teach you lessons, the strangest of times and the strangest of ways, through the strangest of people, right? No wars, no religion. Yeah, I mean, all we need is an atomic bong. Everybody hits one, and we just we enjoy our day, right? Big love, yeah, man. You know what? After that point from last week, I've never been this successful and consistent in trading. I'm broke, but I know it's going to work. You're not broke. You're just early in your timeline. It's time. You're rich already. You know the road there. You know how to get there. The only difference between there and here is just a lot of days and nights, right? A lot of going to sleep, waking up, going to bed, waking up. But you're already there. You just gotta live through that timeline. Be that version of you. But just stay on that timeline. Make sure you stay on that path, on that trajectory. When you pray for patience, you're given opportunity to be patient. Exactly. That's why you shouldn't pray for patience. You should be thankful for the opportunity, right? Grateful to be able. Not, please do this for me and I'll never curse again or something like that. Not a trade-off. It's a state of being. Magnificent voice that leads you on a daily, shows you right from wrong, is with us. God is one that you can either strengthen it or not. Yeah. All right. Whatever you believe the reason is, the conscience, right? Your conscience to be able to differentiate right from wrong. Who do you think is speaking through that? Oh, it's NYC open. I'm sorry, you're right. Gang, we've closed below the range. It's NYC open. Why didn't anybody say anything? Yo, we flip here. We're gonna fucking push. Gang. Wait. Hold on. It's the hourly. 15. We gotta close. Yeah, fuck. Minor level. Yeah, gang, we're gonna have a sell limit here. 73. Probably we break the slow. Stop sell. It's probably gonna be a 3. So either this hourly flips, no harm, no foul. But the great thing is, look how big this wick is. Now it's making an attempt to come back up in range. If it fails and breaks down here, we're going to be sitting pretty. If it doesn't fail and come up, we're going to get that closure up above the range and we're going to trade up. We're getting into the high volume time right now. This is when we want to be in positions on breaks of highs and lows, right? Watch the hourly flip here. And if it doesn't drive and ends up coming back down, we should be Gucci. Oh, if we drive through the range, we'll close it out. Yeah. This is a lot. 115 pips. All right, now we close. That would have been great. Yo, thank you for telling me it's NYC open. I'm over here. Be like, why, God? Just giving you praise. We missed the trade. This is tough. This is, look at this. It gave you the top wick for the previous candle that didn't have one. Our only issue here is the stops. This is a lot. 125 pips. W4 News? Yeah, NYC open. Trust me. If this source, trust me, bro. No, if here's the deal. We not any to like if this was 8:30 and news was at 9, no. We're probably waiting here. Actually, I'm still taking this. 8:30, I'm taking this on the break with that type of top wick. But 9:30, I'm super taking this. I'm taking this with a cape. Because any kind of re-break at a high or the low for NYC Open is going to drive there. Especially once you closed outside the range. Like any break at a low will give you enough pips to satisfy your pretty little heart. But, you know, and then it's house money. So then either it continues driving or it comes back up against you, but house money and, you know, no risk on the table. My grandfather didn't believe in God either until he survived being shot 5 times and being left in the desert. Who was he fucking with? Joe Pesci? Robert De Niro? Who the fuck dropped him off in the desert? What was... Hey, which one was he in the movie? I know they made a movie about your grandfather. Dessert? Like a pie? Shot 5 times? What's his name? About to pull him up. He was definitely in the news. If that happens to you, you're getting a book deal 100%. Why wouldn't you take the break of the lows anymore? I would, but I just don't want to risk 125 pips to do that. So maybe we push heavy here. Right? Maybe this comes down and closes below, but doesn't drive just yet, right? Maybe it closes like this. Right? And if that happens, I'm going to say, all right, break of the low still looks good. And now we have a new candle opening up. Maybe we can use that next candle as a stop. Next candle does this and does this. That's a stop I can utilize. Right? I went to sleep right when this happened. Yeah. It was a 1 a.m. candle. I went to sleep like 12:40. If I stayed up, I would have been in this then. That's crazy. dude owed him money and told him he was going to give him some land as payment, so he took him out there. Yeah, that's crazy. That was in Brazil in the 80s. I think he was some type of gangster. Fucking wild. He took the cells after Asians. All right, see, we're back below here. Oh man, might get it. We might get what we drew. We might get what we drew. Man, I'm bullish on the thing. What are you thinking? What do you mean? I just drew what I'm thinking like 2 minutes ago. We close below here. All right, if we can get that closure right there. Break of the lows. That would be the 30. Should we wait for news? Yes. That week is crazy. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. 10 a.m. Jolts. Job openings. What do you mean delayed report? No? Getting it. Getting it. Getting it. Oh, we're getting September data. Plus we're getting our data. Yeah, we don't give a shit about this right here. That's the past. We care about this. Because since then, we have had more numbers, so this is irrelevant. Just filling up the books. WTF? What are you doing? Yo, I can't, man. I gotta smoke to this. I just want a spicy salmon and a hamachi jalapeno. That's all I want. Maybe a dragon roll. I don't know. Maybe a Philadelphia roll. I'll take something. I'm just speaking it into existence. Expecting a sushi chef to me. You kind of black, bro. Still, what? Man, are you pregnant? Craving for something? No, if I was pregnant, I'd be like, man, I could eat some Cherry Garcia ice cream with some fresh pickles. That's the type of shit my wife was doing when she was pregnant. Be like, you know what I could go for? I could go for some tuna salad and some s'mores. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She be drinking pickle juice eating a fucking Oreo. I'll be like, fuck. You need an exorcism, girl. I don't know what demon growing inside you, but crazy. You ever have pickles with ice cream? No girls here probably the answer. What do you mean? There's no answer. But it was. No, I was just saying what I want. I want the hamachi jalapeno. Yeah. That unagi. Can I take a dragon roll, double the meat, double the fish? You know what I hate? When people are getting like cooked chicken in a sushi roll. I hate places that offer chicken in a sushi roll. At least get some raw chicken. But I get a 2-piece yellowtail right now. Give me a little raw. Yeah. Yeah, at least get some salmonella on there. Be bringing that cooked chicken into my sushi spot. Oh, we're gaining viewers. I love it. We should keep the food talk. People are hungry. You guys are starving. Here's the deal. We're all going to eat. We're not all going to eat at the same table, but we're all going to eat. Interesting area for a sell limit. Things are going to get interesting here if we close above. Very interesting. You know what the issue is? News in 12 minutes. Breaking bread. Donated 24 pips earlier, not to me. About to make a smoothie right now. Seems like more waiting with news on the way. You are not wrong. Yeah. You gonna make a smoothie? I'm gonna go make some sushi. Maybe I'll have some sushi and ice cream. Ooh, fried ice cream. How about that? What's your favorite flavor of fried ice cream? I love the green tea fried ice cream. That's the shit. Can you ever have fried ice cream?
No.
Are you serious? The hood would lose their motherfucking mind. Fried ice cream. It literally comes out with a fried shell.
I got this thing about when I started hearing fried stuff like fried Twinkies and fried Oreos and fried pickles. I get.
Are you a frying apple?
I get this thing of why we gotta fry every damn thing. You know what I mean?
Because since the air fryers came out, you can fry everything. I be air frying everything. You know how delicious fruits are from an air fryer? Man, fried Oreos. I mean, fried Oreos is only if you fried. If you're fried, you can have some fried Oreos. But fried ice cream is delicious. I lost my mind like 25 years ago when I tried it, or like 30 years ago when I first tried it. And since then, I haven't been able to find the rest of my mind. Just it's delicious. You never. I can't believe you never had fried ice cream.
No,
Never
I've heard
had
of
it. Had fried Oreos, PB&J too. How do you fry ice cream? Actually, usually if you go to a sushi spot, most good sushi spots will have fried ice cream. That's where you get it. It usually comes in a sushi spot. The Japanese be doing everything different. Not the Japanese, the Japanese. Fried onions, yeah, that would be onion rings. You air fry your cereal? Why? Is it not dry enough? Man, gotta try air frying fruits. Yeah, it's delicious, yeah. Roll a bowl of ice cream in cereal and fry it. Oh, that's how you get it. Okay, that's dope. Never tried shit. Get out more. Chi-Chi's Mexican had good fried ice cream. Yeah, but typically you find fried ice cream in a sushi spot. Like every time I've ever tried it has been a sushi spot. I've never tried it anywhere else but a sushi spot. That's interesting. Roll a bowl of ice. I'm about to do that right now. I'm about to fucking make me an ice cream snowman and cover him in some Fruit Loops. About to go cook right now. New IG post incoming soon. Let's smoke a fat Jamaican joint and go make fried ice cream. Gang, drop a like and sub to the channel if you're here. If you're new here, if you haven't done so already, if you're enjoying the content, if you like winning, if you don't like losing, right? If you enjoy intellectually honest conversation and experience, right? When you enjoy the talk that comes from experience, drop a like, sub to the channel, and please share this stream so this uncle right here could grow this community, so we could all grow this community and help me grow this channel. Bro, crush the Fruit Loops, roll it around. That's how mom used to do it. I can't believe your mom used to make fried ice cream. If I start making fried ice cream in my mama's house, she'd be like, "Are you an idiot? What are you doing?" Probably throw a shoe at me. Nah, ma, trust me. I heard this from the YouTube chat. This guy did it. Don't redeem. I'm new. I already subbed. Thank you. Appreciate you, Angela. Thank you. All right, we got news here in exactly 7 minutes. Rush. Oh, man. What do you guys think? Up or down on the news? What are we doing? Where are we going?
That's a good question.
This range. Look where we are. Look at this shit. This is terrible. Literally. Horse shit. Mama hit you with a shoe too? She killed me once. One time she killed me. She really did. She used to beat me up, but one time she killed me. Are you a scalping or day trading? Call it what you want to call it. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take a trade here this session, and I'm going to make sure that trade is closed before this session's over. Right? We're not in the market our average trades are probably like, I think every trade is pretty much 90% of trades, I'd say, are under 5 or 10 minutes. So are we scalping? Are we day trading? I don't know. Tell people I'm a janitor. Used to get my ass whooped. I don't have any bad memories. 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 Has anyone here tried the TRADE Futures platform? Yes, it's fine. Buys looks good with the 1 4-hour close. Only the news. Yeah. I'm a janitor. I have the keys to the kingdom. Yep. Kind of black. That's why you don't have any bad memories. Nah, I'm not black. I had a father. It's a fucking joke, Chad, all right? It's a fucking joke. See, Green's laughing and he's black. Or he's green, but whatever. Oh, man. Stop being so, don't be so obtuse, Chad. It's just trolling. We stereotype a little, just a little stereotyping. A little stereotyping. Hey, bro. I'm Jamaican, and if you say I like money, I'm be like, you're right. See a quarter, I'll pick it up. You're right. I'm gonna let the Jewish wicks come out right now. Welcome to the Rabbi Wick Show. It's just gonna close back in range. Yeah, I don't know. This is trash. It honestly looks like ass and feet. If I said it looks like ass and feet before, it looks like fucking BBL and bunions right now. Straight up. Yeah, I look like a fucking Jamaican rabbi, right? Honestly. I could. You think they get tight if I walk into a synagogue like this? Will they think I'm trolling? BBLs and bunions is not my food order. That's what South Beach looks like right now. BBOs and bunion zones. Actually, it's fucking pouring rain outside. About to get hit with a Category 16 hurricane. What the fuck is going on? Oh, this is the news. Welcome. Welcome to the news, gang. Here we go. Pending? Depending. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Red or green? Red or green? The daily still has not broken the previous daily high, but it did break the low, right? So we are making lower highs, lower lows on a daily. Oh, that was a 4-hour close as well. Look at that. Back up in range. A strong 4-hour closure. I mean, in terms of direction, right? When I have candles that close like this, I tend to kind of, in my head, this is what I do. Like, in my head, I block this out. Whoops. This is how I see it. So when you get a closure like this, what happens? Right, you get that push to fill this wick. Right to here. That's how I tend to interpret candles like that. But that doesn't change anything in terms of the smaller time frame, right? We're still stuck in this shitty ring. I think once we create structure as we get out of here, it's going to be so simple that you're going to be pissed if you take an entry right now and lose just some, you know, have a simple position later on and be like, fuck, I could have just been up all of this instead of fighting to break even. Right? You guys ever do that? You ever just take a shitty trade early and just end up spending the rest of the day fighting it back instead of just being ahead? Be patient, you'll be ahead. See, that's the thing, because when you're impatient or you're impulsive, you get what you want so fast that you're ahead. You get ahead faster, but you stay there for a shorter amount of time because you keep trying to get ahead. And, you know, it's some... How's the song go? It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, it's not 100 meters. Yeah. Marathon, right? Most people that are patient are eventually going to end up on top or ahead of anyone who's impulsive, even though they get ahead faster, they'll usually lose that advantage. All the time? Yeah. See, you don't want to be fighting back. And then you say to yourself, man, if I didn't take that stupid ass trade, my dumb ass could have been up so much. Then you do the same shit next day. And remember, then it goes back to that story from Joe. That, you know, that conversation that I had with Joe 25 years ago. Right? That first sip teaches you a lesson. That second sip tells you you didn't learn shit. Stop drinking the hot coffee if you know it's gonna burn you. For the hot tea, just be patient. Wait a little. It won't burn you, right? Wait a little here. Won't get burned. It'll cool down, right? Right now, this is you just poured the steaming hot coffee right now. You really want to drink this now? No, let this shit cool down. Let it simmer. Let it like blow on it a little if you want to. Blow in the candles, but let this shit cool down. Learning to be a lot more patient these days. Being impulsive has burned me too many times. Absolutely. Right? Coffee just made. This pot boiling hot. Right? No need to get burned here. You know it's hot, right? If you know that pot is hot, don't fucking put your hand in it. Don't put your mouth on it. Don't drink it. It's steaming. You're gonna get fucking burned. You're patient in that sense, right? So why isn't this kind of pain, right? This emotional pain just as important to you as that physical pain? Don't get burned here. And the thing is, you've been burned before. You know it's hot. Right? You've been burned making this coffee last time. And then you said to yourself, nah, this bitch is hot. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to drink it. And what do? Next time, you fucking pour yourself a steaming hot coffee and you take a sip. Now you fucking have no taste buds. You can't taste shit for the next 3 days. And what do? You take another fucking sip. Might as well, right? Already can't taste shit. And just keep going deeper into that. You're like, bruh, you just fucking burned yourself. Why are you doing this? Sadistic human fucking being. How sadistic can you be? This is ugly. God damn. Look at this. These numbers drop or no? What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, the numbers drop. It's green for Joseph
Okay.
and even for the yellow folder. You just got to refresh it, I guess.
Well, the yellow folder is old data, right? That's 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So we don't really care. That's just for them to fill the books. So they don't have empty pages. This is really what we care about. And gold, it's not gold. It's really, gold doesn't go up or down. It's really the dollar, the value of the dollar goes up or down. And this should bring the value of the dollar up. And what is the relationship to gold? Inverse, which means gold should go down, right? That drop. Shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no. Yes. Well, we are the right thing, my friend. Right thing. Yeah, I gotta get a little Jewish thing out here. Yo, who's hungry? You guys want anything? dogs, anyone? What's a glizzy? No glizzy? Oh, we break it down here. So, these will get interesting. No pancakes here in this case. Not looking for a pancake at this level. Although the 4 hour